What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal? What's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, man. Foremost, I'd like to say, I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. Not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy. And the title of this live is gonna be: We are in the middle of an apocalypse. We are in the middle of an apocalypse right now, man. And a lot of people are not aware of this. They may think that shit is a coincidence when they step outside into the world. All of this shit is happening, all of this negative energy. But every day you walk outside this world, man, it's negative energy, bro. It's negative energy. Every day you walk outside. And everybody's just trying to work and pay their bills, so they're not conscious of it. You know what I'm saying? They're not conscious of it. And besides the fact that people are not conscious of it, we have a species on this planet, bro, that doesn't know putting out the negative energy. And every day when you're trying to vibrate high, these beings get around you to, I tell y'all this shit all the time, bro. These beings get around you to lower your frequency. They get around you to take away from your positive energy, bro. That's what they do all day, you know? And with that, it's harder for you to realize that you living in the fucking apocalypse, bro. And the whole purpose of this live, I'm gonna make this live quick. I got like 15 minutes before I start my day. I'm gonna make this live quick. So, with us living in this apocalypse, I ain't gonna just point out what's going on, because y'all may see what's going on and may just think it's just regular shit. We're supposed to just be living life like this. But we're in the middle of an apocalypse, man, you know? And it's a great buildup of all of this energy, all of this energy. And people are not conscious of it because they're in it. They're living in it. So they're not conscious that in all of this negative energy every day. And it's just building up. It's just building up. It's just building up. And it's going to build up. And something big is going to fucking happen. And nobody's aware of this shit. Nobody's going to be prepared. So I'm just telling y'all this shit, man. Just be prepared. Make sure you don't have all your money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't have all your money in the bank. You know? Make sure you have some money put to the side in case of an emergency, bro. You got to pay your shit late, your bills late, etc. Cut off some finances, cut off some expenses. You have some money put to the side in case of an emergency. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pistols. Make sure you got some pistols to protect yourself and your family, man. In case somebody, and because you're gonna get to the point where motherfuckers gonna be stealing food, etc. So make sure you got some pistols in your house, or you got some pistols you accessible to, so you can get them in the case of an emergency. Make sure you have a vehicle that's running good, so you can get the fuck up and leave if you have to, if some shit just pops off. Because nobody's conscious or paying attention to none of this shit, bro. Everybody's just living life trying to pay their bills. They're not aware that every day they step outside, it's a lot of negative energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big buildup of all of this shit that's going on right now. People just living life. So I'm just telling y'all to be prepared, man. Make sure you don't have all your money in the bank. Make sure you got some pistols. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got a car that's running good. So if you got to get up and leave to another state, another city, etc., you can do that. Every day you walk outside, there's nothing but negative energy, and it's just building up, building up, up, building up. And something big is gonna happen, and nobody's conscious of this shit because they're in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all and letting y'all know, like, this is not a coincidence. When you go outside in this negative energy, you having a bad day, that's what's going on every day. And people are not conscious because they're just trying to pay their bills. They're just trying to get through life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all to be prepared, man. Don't have all your money in the bank. Because if it's a power outage and you got all your money in the bank, you ain't gonna have no access to no money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have no access. You ain't gonna be able to buy what you need. If you got a car that you can't even get to work without the shit overheating, if you got to get the fuck out of your state, etc., you're gonna be trapped. You're gonna be stuck there. You know what I'm saying? You stuck there. So I'm just telling y'all to be prepared, man. Just be prepared. And I ain't gonna really make this live too long because I do have to go right now and handle some business. I just want to talk to y'all real quick because there's a lot of negative energy outside every day. And if you live in the city, if something happens, you're not gonna be able to. If it's traffic just getting to work and people are anxious to getting to work, if it's a serious threat that's happening in the city, everybody's gonna be going crazy, bro. Everybody's gonna be going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So just be prepared. Be prepared. Have your car running right, so in case you got to get up out the city, out the state, have your shit running right. Have you some cash. You know what I'm saying? Have you some canned goods, etc., some toilet paper, all that shit. So if something happens, okay, now let me go to the store and get all this shit. Because you can't even go to the store now and get something now when it's not an emergency or nothing crazy happening. So imagine if something happens big, because we're already in the middle of an apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? We already in the middle of an apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? And people not conscious of this shit because they just trying to work and pay their bills, man. Work and pay their bills. I'm not gonna make this live too much longer. I just want to tell y'all to be prepared, man. Be prepared. Because people out here and people just, and it's not their fault. All these bills and the expenses of groceries, housing, etc. People just trying to survive, bro. But government's not gonna come out and be like, yeah, in the next 4 or 5 months it's gonna be a big catastrophe. Y'all be prepared. No, the government's not gonna say shit until after the catastrophe already happened and people already dealing with the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? So just be prepared, man. Don't have all your money in the bank. Make sure your car running right. Make sure you got some pistols. If you got family out here, make sure you're on your shit. Make sure you're on your shit. You ain't got nobody to, if something happens, make sure you're on your shit. Make sure your shit's running right so you can get in your car and drive 1,000 to the East Coast if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have money put to the side so you can gas shit up, etc. Make sure you got some pistols so you can protect yourself. Make sure you're ready for physical combat. You working out, jogging, etc. Keeping your wind up, all this shit. Because if something happens, you want to be prepared, bro. You don't want to just be out here just out of shape, can't protect your family, just ain't got no pistols, ain't got no hands, can't physically defend yourself. You're gonna just call the police for help in the middle of an emergency to protect your family. You gotta be prepared. You're gonna try to run to the bank and take some money off when the fucking world is coming to an end, when motherfuckers is robbing people for food, etc., trying to break into people's houses to get food. You gotta be prepared for this shit, bro. Because something's going on in society. It's nothing but negative energy outside. And people are just trying to pay their bills and survive. So they're not paying attention to this shit. They think it's a coincidence. You see? Yeah, bro, facts. Unless you know how to hunt and all that shit, or, because if something happens and you prepare, you ready to go to McDonald's and all, you trying to go to McDonald's, you're not prepared to kill an animal for the motherfuckers that's eating meat. Most of society in the United States, they're not prepared to kill an animal. They're not even prepared to see no gruesome shit like that. If you eat meat, you're not prepared for that shit. You're gonna starve. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you probably will be prepared. You probably will do that shit because you ain't gonna have no choice. I'm just saying, man, just be prepared, man. Just be prepared. Just be prepared. Cause nobody's seeing this shit. It seems like it's just negative energy every day. And it's building up. It's building up and it's building up. And something big is gonna happen. And when that something big happens, nobody's gonna be prepared. Cause every day they're just trying to work and pay their bills. And when they get off work, they just wanna go home and relax. They're not thinking about what if something pops up in the future. You don't even have your car running right so you can drive to a state. You know what I'm saying? If an emergency happens and you have to relocate or leave immediately, you don't even have no pistols in your house to protect your family and your kids. You're gonna call the police if an emergency happens. You have all your money in the bank. You walk around paying with Apple Pay, paying with your phone. You don't even have a debit card. You have all your money on your phone. So if your phone dies, you can't even purchase nothing. You're unprepared. Emergency happens. You see? That's how most of society, that's how they want you to be. They want you to be. So if something happens, you have all your money on the fucking bank and on Apple Pay. You can't even no food, no canned goods for your family, no ammo, no pistols, no firearms, etc. Because money in the bank. You see? You have all your money in the bank. You have all your money in the bank. So just be prepared, man. And go to the gun range. Don't just have a pistol and some shit happen and you just got the pistol. You just busting all the shots. You don't have no aim, nothing. Just go. You just busting. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gun range. Use your gun. Use your firearm. You know what I'm saying? Use your firearm. Go to the gun range, bust your pistol, get accurate with that motherfucker. So if something happens, you can use your shit accurately. You're not gonna just be shooting. Because if a motherfucker knows how to, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna wait for you to stop just shooting. They're gonna wait until there's no more gunshots. And then they're gonna pop up and, you know what I'm saying? So go to the gun range, figure out how to use your gun. Go to the boxing gym. Start sparring, start boxing. You know what I'm saying? Get your hands up. Because if something happens, nobody's going to be prepared. It was a shit on the news. It was a clip on the news, right? Where somebody was fighting a cop, bro. And a grown adult man tried to help the cop and ran up to the person and hit the person on their back. And that shit didn't even do nothing to the person. That shows you how most people in society are not prepared for physical combat. Most people can't even run a quarter mile nonstop without getting winded. They're not prepared if some shit happens. I'm just telling y'all that I ain't gonna make this live too much longer. I got about 5 more minutes. I'm just telling y'all to be prepared, man. And it's not all about the physical combat shit, but just be prepared. Have some food put to the side, some canned goods, toilet paper, all this shit, water, all this shit. So if something happens, you don't have to go outside in the world. Because you just going outside in the world on your way to work, it's a bunch of negativity and confusion. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say it's because we have this species on this planet. It's because we have this species on this planet. You see what I'm saying? And what the fuck can we do to see we're all mixed in? You know what I'm saying? So just be prepared. If something pops off, you're going to want to be in your house and shelter in your house, or get in your vehicle and get the fuck to the nearest freeway and leave the state, the city, etc. You see? You don't want to just be stuck when something happens. That's how the government wants you to be. The government wants you to just be stuck. So when some shit happens, you just like, damn, oh shit, what am I gonna do? No, be prepared. The government's not gonna give you a warning. If you go outside right now and just try to drive your vehicle, cut the music off and just try to drive your vehicle, it's gonna be some negative energy. So imagine if something was cracking off, something serious, and you had to go to the next state, or you had to get some toilet paper from the store, some water, some canned goods. It's gonna be a lot of, it's gonna be difficult. That's why you need to be getting that shit now. Get you a storage unit and put all your shit in the storage unit. So when everybody ripping and running to the store to try to get groceries, etc., you just go to the storage unit. You get your pistols, you get your motherfucking food, your toilet paper, etc., and you and your family get in y'all shit and hit the road. Get out of Dodge. Because they're not going to give you no warning about this shit that's going on out here. It's just a buildup, a buildup, a buildup, a buildup, a buildup, a buildup. Then it's going to explode all of this negative energy. You see? So just be prepared, man. Just be prepared. Everybody just out here trying to pay their bills, man. They're not conscious of this shit. They're not conscious of this shit. So I ain't gonna make this this live too long. I just want to talk to y'all while I roll up this little, you know what I'm saying? While I get right real quick. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Just be prepared, bro. Just be prepared. Don't have all your money in the bank. Don't be having all your money in the bank, you know? Don't have your, make sure you got your car running right. Make sure you got some pistols that you can access. Even if I don't give a fuck, bro. Even if they're illegal. All these laws and all that shit, fuck all that shit. Even if you got to get you some illegal straps, just have you some shit that you're accessible to. You know what I'm saying? So if something pops off, you can go get you a pistol. You know what I'm saying? You have some money, and you have your car running right, so you can get the fuck out the way. Because everybody's going to be, and especially the other species, if an emergency happens right now, and we're trying to, the other species, the inorganic species, all the beings without the neuromelanin, it's going to be a catastrophe, bro. It's going to be horrible. Trying to get out of Dodge, and you have these beings, they don't know if they want to go left or right, or they see you go this way, so they're going to try to go that way too, because they feel like they're not able to think for themselves like this. Let me make the best decision for myself. They're going to do whatever and you see this shit on a daily basis. You trying to do shit, you have the inorganic species agents called all the people without the neuromelanin. Confused. Don't know if they want to go left or right. Confused. So imagine if it's an emergency when you have to use your brain quickly. You don't have time to, oh, do I want to go this way or this? You have to use your shit quickly. It's going to be a catastrophe trying to be out in the world, trying to get some toilet paper, go to the bank and grab some money, and fill your gas tank up and get on. It's going to be hell trying to do that shit in an emergency, trying to handle business around the inorganic species. That's going to be horrible because you're just trying to go to work around the inorganic species. They're doing all this shit getting in your way. So imagine if it's an emergency and you have 3 seconds to make a decision right now to go left or right. They're going to fuck around and crash their car, run into you, all this shit. Prepared. This is what we're dealing with. If something happens and it's a grand emergency and everybody's just going crazy, we have the beings without the neuromelanin going to be walking around this bitch extra confused because their genetics walking all into you. So you have to be, I ain't saying that this is going to happen, but if it does, you don't want to just be like, damn, nah, motherfucker robbing you, taking your food, violating your family, etc., running in your house, and you just sitting there. A little 10-year-old kid with a pistol can walk up in your house and take your whole shit. You try to run up to the little kid, he busts on you, you drop right there. You have to be prepared for this shit. Don't just be ready, oh, I'm gonna just call the police or something happens. I'm gonna call the police. No, especially if you black or Latino, you already know what's up. I'm making this shit for everybody, though. You already know what's up if you black, or maybe you don't. Because maybe you're just trying to pay your bills. Maybe you think it's a coincidence. You walk outside and it's just all of this negative energy. You think it's a coincidence. Whole time, this is what's going on outside. You're outside for a few hours or a couple minutes, then you get to work and you're at work for a few hours. So you don't see what's going on outside. And once you get off work, you drive home, you're like, oh, it's just road rage. It's not just road rage. It's rage going on in society because this is what's going on in society. You know what I'm saying? And that's the time for me to stop. I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. I hope all y'all have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Don't let none of the negative energy stop your positive energy, and just be prepared little by little. If you have to put $5 to the side every day so you can have some money to save up, so you can have 1,000, 2,000, etc. to save up, do that. Put a couple dollars to the side every day. Try to get your hands on some pistols and don't have the pistol and be thinking you a shooter and all this shit. No, get the pistols, make sure they bust, put them to the side. Get you some food and all that shit. Make sure it's non-perishable. Put the shit to the side and just wait. Just wait. And if nothing happens, cool. But if something happens, you're prepared. You know what I'm saying? Hope all y'all vibrating through. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.